focused on that same line.
Well, yeah, Carolina attempting to do what few have done this season. Slow down Saquon Barkley, who's on pace for one of the best seasons by a running back in NFL history. And Carolina has not been good against the run. Defensive coordinator Adro Avero told us if we try to tackle him one-on-one, it's not going to be a good movie for us. You've seen across the league, players are starstruck by him. He's almost a different level of superstar. It's going to take multiple hats to bring him down.
It's been so hard to bring him down. He's on the sideline getting his equipment checked out. So it's first and 18 after the stop foul. Swing it out. And catch is made by Jahan Dotson, and he'll work it to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Obviously, we've talked about that great offensive line that's helped Barkley get to the #1 mark in rushing. A.J. Brown is one of the best ball players in the NFL. Jalen Hurts has leaned on him a lot.
Oh, man, his production has absolutely exploded since he's gotten to Philadelphia a few years back. But he knows, and he's a true pro when it comes to run blocking. He's a big reason why some of these big, long runs from Saquon Barkley can go 70-plus yards. He's throwing scoring blocks. He doesn't take plays off.
Big hole for Kenneth Gainwell. And working on the sideline. Gainwell picks up right where he is left off. That's a 19-yard run. Tying his longest of the season.
This is a great counter to what they've done earlier on the opening play. They're going to bring pullers and then hand the sweep across. So Jalen Hurts has the ability to keep that ball. That started that run-pass option and zone read kind of hybrid that they run here with Kellen Moore. And Jalen is so comfortable in that system, and it really disrupts the defensive eyes and their keys to try and figure out who has the football.
There's some pressure on Hurts this time, and Josie Jewell comes flying in. That is 3 consecutive games with a sack for the first-year Panther. Former Denver Bronco makes it 2nd down and long. And let's shift that focus a little bit to Jalen Hurts, who during this win streak has taken care of the football. Those 20 touchdowns, 10 of them are passes, 10 of them are rushes. Very good balance for the Eagles.
Oh, I think it's great balance, and they really leaned on that run heavy. That's what's helped them. These early runs in the game for Saquon, he gets warmed up, and then he provides knockout blows, but the efficiency by Jalen Hurts when he does get a chance to throw the ball. He's looking for A.J. Brown #1, and then working his combos after that.
Under pressure yet again, though. The Panthers have been blitzing more over the last few weeks. And an incomplete pass is DJ Wanham, part of the reason they've been blitzing so much more. He got in there with the pressure. There is the defensive coordinator, Adro Avero, and the task is the same for any defense facing Barkley, but the Panthers have really struggled against the run.
They really have, and their defense has been decimated by injuries all the way back to week 1. Derek Brown, Shaq Thompson tears the Achilles. Wanham in and out of the lineup. Missing Jadeveon Clowney today. These are huge blows for a defense, so he's got to rely on guys that have been in his system before. That's Fuller in L.A., Ashawn Robinson in L.A., and then Josie Jewell with him in Denver.
Hurts downfield, and great job by Mike Jackson, the veteran corner. He stepped in front of Jahan Dotson to force a 4th down. These corners are one of the bright spots, Horn and Jackson for Carolina.
Well, this is just a deep throw.
Indeed, they are
The
bright
timing was a little off. I think Jalen Hurts was just a little bit late to the party here, and seeing it develop, that's what gave Mike Jackson. Look at these bounces by his feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then step and throw. It's got to be hit that back. One bounce maybe, and you got to cut that ball loose. So Mike Jackson, number 2, the quarterback, can get that ball.
And the Panthers 14 goes to punt.
Blackshear will field it, and immediately gets brought down. Excellent coverage by Keely Ringo, their best special team tackler. His 7th special team tackler of the year, the rookie. The Eagles are held in check on yet another opening drive. This time, Jewell, one of the big plays, a 3rd straight week with a sack.
We're back.
To win your share of $10,000 in weekly cash prizes. I'm going to win that. I think that's a compliment. The 24-yard line Panthers with a handoff to Chuba Hubbard, who gets the edge. And Nolan Smith lost contain, and that ends up being a great run for Chuba Hubbard of 14 yards on that opening play.
Yeah, that was Nolan Smith all the way out there, and Darius Slay allowing Chuba Hubbard to capture the edge. we mentioned Jalen Carter on that first drive. 3 quarterback hits already. Kids started off this game exactly the way they want to see it in Philly.
Let's see what the Eagles defense can actually do.
Right back to Hubbard, who slipped a little bit, but was able to maintain his speed and turn it into a decent first down gain, about 4 yards. Chuba Hubbard last week was very dejected. He takes a lot of pride in ball security. He's had some fumbles this year and has had some drops, but he takes a lot of pride in it. He was on the jugs machine a lot this week. He had a key fumble in overtime that helped set up the eventual game-winning field goal for Tampa Bay. Hubbard was sitting on the bench for about 2-3 minutes after the game and had teammates patting him on the shoulder to try to lift up his spirits. He wants to have a much better game this week. Big to Hubbard. Screen it to him. Flag is thrown. You see the Eagles down on the deck. See if this ends up being a penalty against Carolina. It seems like it will be.
Holding, number 82, offense, 10-yard penalty.
Wow, the refs have been this
Tommy
bad.
Tremble, whose dad played for the Eagles for a short stint almost 30 years ago.
So there's Tommy Tremble right there, and that inside move kind of got him early, and then he grabbed him by the shoulder, pulled him down to the turf on his way down to the grass. And that was Nolan Smith with that quick jump with the cadence, beat him to the inside.
We do have Sanders back at tight end after he didn't play last week because of the neck injury against Kansas City. Stephon Sullivan left the game last week with an injury, so he's on the list. That's Sanders. I see Sullivan clapping, trying to get the snap off, and a whistle.
Delay of game, number 9, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
An operation issue. Dave Canales, the head coach, is the play caller for this group, which is coming in at 30th in the NFL in scoring, 6th most penalized team. A lot of those things have been better in the last month, fewer penalties and more points, but still trying to find some consistency and traction.
And the first thing you got to do with the new regime, new head coach, is teach teams how to win. And to learn how to win, you got to stop beating yourself. It's plays like that, delay of games, silly penalties. That's what really backs this team up and puts them in a hole.
Good to see him get back out there after he took that big shot from Gardner Johnson. He was in on that play, as was Tristan McCollum, who was making his first NFL start at safety next to C.J. Gardner Johnson, who was down.
Yeah, that's not good. With this, another safety down.
And they're already missing a couple today. And
Yeah, exactly. Blankenship out.
And
Sidney Brown with the knee.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence. It kept me in the shadows.
But no longer will psoriasis get a piece of me. With Bimzelx, I can't wait to say, I'm back.
I'm back. I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
I can start getting myself back.
Bimzelx helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis control plaques to deliver clearer skin fast for results that last.
I will give myself back the freedom of shorts. Dare to wear black again, from head to toe. Most people got 100% clear skin.
Saw him after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get yourself back.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
It's that time of year again. Get the Honda of your... So C.J. Gardner Johnson heads to the sideline and into the 10. Avonte Maddox, the veteran from that vaunted 2018 draft class, is going to have to play some key snaps out at safety next to the young McCollum.
There's Maddox right there. McCollum right there. There's a chance if you're Carolina to potentially try to attack those safeties with some vertical routes.
That's what they're looking for right here, towards the sticks, and it is caught by Adam Thielen. Let's see where they mark him. He came back behind the line to gain, but he got all the way out to the 48-yard line. It'd be a yard shy of the line to gain. I thought the spot was actually going to be a little bit further ahead.
Well, watch Thielen coming to the screen right there, and look at all these Eagles around him. I mean, Bryce Young is throwing that thing into a defensive team meeting, and they gave him a rough spot there. Watch where he goes down. I think this is the right move to challenge. Boom, ball's caught. I think he might have had that. And there they go, they just switched it.
So Carolina was definitely considering the challenge flag there. Eventually, they did move the ball back up to the line to gain, so it ends up being a first down. The play clock was winding down, but the officials reset it to 25, and it moves down inside of 10 now. Big time play and catch by Young and Thielen to stay on the field. Young for outside, incomplete, trying to find David Moore. It'll bring up second down and 10, and it brings up our buddy CT. Chris Thompson, game break.
Thanks, Adam. Kirk Cousins returns to Minnesota for the first time in the Falcons. Looking to snap their 3-game losing streak. Tyler Algier takes it right up the middle for the first score of the game. Falcons up 7-0. Adam?
That's a key game for Eagles fans who are hoping to have either a higher seed or even potentially challenge the Lions, who had that thrilling game. Needed a field goal or a base to beat the Packers on Thursday night. They lead the Vikings and the Eagles by a game and a half. Block play, Hubbard, nice patient maneuver, and set up a third down at the plus 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Listen, I ran a scout team against this guy in 2017, I want to say. Trubisky's rookie year in Chicago. That was all corners. And you're seeing a lot more single high nowadays, and that means he really trusts these corners out here on the edge. Loving his rookie, Quinion Mitchell.
Young under pressure, and Zach Bond is right there.
Wow, that's a great sack.
3.5 sacks this season. In a breakout campaign in the NFL for Bond.
Well, watch Bond. He almost goes off sides here, creeping up to the line of scrimmage, and holds back just a half second there. Gets in quickly. Ball's got to come out of the quarterback's hand past Damian Lewis, one of those big free agent signings at guard for Dan Morgan and Coach Canales and this Panthers offense. Not the way they scripted it for Carolina. I got to find answers for number 53. Zach Bullock.
Hacker boots it away. Some pressure from Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Najee bails out, and this punt is going to take a very friendly Carolina bounce, a somewhat friendly Philadelphia roll, but Hecker still pins it down to the 10-yard line. Perfect bounce on the 45-yarder. Excellent play by Bond to close the Carolina drive.
We're back.
Lincoln Financial Field, the site, been around since 2003 to replace Veterans Stadium. Jalen Hurts talked to us about first quarter urgency. They haven't scored an opening drive touchdown, and they have scored the fewest points in the first quarter of any team in the NFL. This is a team that's top 8 overall in scoring. They didn't really have a whole lot of Saquon Barkley on the opening drives. He had an equipment issue. He starts this drive with a strong 6-yard run.
You see, that's the run game they like to commit to, and it's getting these big guys on the move and let them either pull for Saquon Barkley or get out on the move in space like that on the toss, because Saquon's going to make them right with their blocks. He'll fit off their blocks and really pierce the defense vertically.
He's over 1,500 rushing yards now to lead the NFL. It is a career high for Barkley. Panthers tipping their hand a little bit, and Hurts is just going to take it himself and try to set up a 3rd down and short here.
Well, he wanted to throw this ball immediately, and then there's a miscommunication out there. Watch his eyes go immediately outside to the right. He feels the pressure off the edge by Richardson, number 36, and then things went a little haywire. He just took it himself and slid down, get to the next play. Smart thinking, and giving Kellen Moore some options on a 3rd and 2. Don't forget, Saquon Barkley still alive on these 3rd and shorts.
It'll be a quarterback run for Hurts, who ends into Lane Johnson, and Josie Jewell comes up to clean up the play. DJ Johnson, 52, kind of came in and crashed the play and forces the 4th down.
Well, it's just a design quarterback draw, and he's got to follow Saquon Barkley and the center Jurgens. Hey, listen, I mean, that's tough to commentate on. He ran into his own guy. At least he held on to the football.
Buddy, you and I have worked together now for 3+ months.
It didn't work out.
I was never going to bring it up on my own, and I just respect that you brought it into the broadcast.
That was a tough one to diagnose.
There is Devin Tompkins, and his return is a good one to take it into Philadelphia territory. We'll be right back after this from Progressive.
All right, 3rd time's a charm. Here we go. It's okay. Get on the next one.
Pressure's getting to him.
Maybe we should change it up.
Now I got it.
Keenum, get loose.
There we go. Daddy's got this.
Hey, you got us this far. Keenum's gonna finish the drive.
You got it.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
There's an opportunity for Carolina now, plus territory with 3 minutes left in the first quarter to try and strike first. Great field positioning for Young and the Panthers.
And once again, it's just avoiding some of the negative plays. I mean, they've had opportunities early in this game. This Philadelphia Eagles defense is tough. They're physical. They're going to make it hard on you. They're going to make you earn it by going 10+ play drives and really work the ball down the field.
Young, downfield, Thielen, got it. Beats Cooper DeJean, the rookie out of Iowa, and a big gainer of 24 yards to get him down inside the 25.
Well, this is just going to be a little out and up right here, and then taking up the sidelines. DeJean bit on the out route. Well sold by Thielen. And then Bryce Young dropping it in the bucket. Even though he had number 3 Nolan Smith in his face, that's a great throw by Bryce Young. And you can tell he's trying to get rid of this ball as quickly as possible. The Eagles making it tough on him.
They switch it up to the rookie Jonathan Brooks, and he's got.
Well, he's backwards.
He makes a good play in the run, and Brooks looks to be hobbled after that.
That's feeling backwards.
Sure. Oh boy.
Now
It's
he's
his 3rd
limping.
NFL game. Jonathan Brooks, the 2nd-round pick out of Texas, and he goes right down to the deck.
See on the cut right there, he tries to make that jump cut to the outside, and then
Yeah. I mean, you could tell it was
wrong, yeah.
that left leg on the cut, and then kind of immediately went down, kind of pointing at his right leg.
remember he was at Texas behind Bijan Robinson, Roschon Johnson. Got hurt his senior year at Texas and was still a 2nd rounder to Carolina. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, just like that.
Think scaling your AI file?
Yeah.
At his final season of college football ended with a torn right ACL.
That's
so
what
he gets hooked off the field. Chuba Hubbard is back in at running back. Hopefully everything's okay with Jonathan Brooks. 2nd and long, Young just launches it away. It'll set up 3rd down and long. Let's check with Christina Fink down the field.
Yeah, Carolina's thin at running back right now. I'm just getting word that Raheem Blackshear is questionable. He's dealing with a chest injury, and for the Eagles, C.J. Gardner-Johnson being evaluated for a concussion. He went back to the locker room.
Yeah, we saw him in that tackle, that gang tackle, kind of get hit, and wow, Carolina already without the former Eagle Miles Sanders. He's been on IR. Now Brooks is hurt. Blackshear might be hurt. So it's going to be a lot of Chuba Hubbard in the backfield today. They'll give it to Hubbard. Now 3rd and long. And he'll set up what is about a 30.
Oh, that's not bad for the Panthers.
I mean, a product of this running back room getting depleted right here, but giving Bryce Young the opportunity to just hand this ball off and let Chuba take some pressure off the quarterback, take a breath, let him breathe a little bit, ease into this game knowing that you have 3 points in the bag and knowing they're going to rely on Bryce Young quite a bit without those weapons next to him in the backfield, namely from the running back position.
There's Eddie Pinheiro trying to bounce back after 2 misses, key misses in the 2nd quarter last week.
That one's true.
He bangs this one through for the first points of the day. With Dave Canales' team is in front. We're right back after this from Taco Bell.
The $7 Lux Cravings box has the Gordita Supreme?
Great.
What is this, the 90s? is off the hook. The 90s Gordita Supreme is back in the $7 Lux Cravings box. Relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. Booyah!
That urgency that Jalen Hurts talked to us about, trying to get something going in the early part of this game. As you mentioned, just 17 first quarter points. League average in scoring is about 23 points a game. Eagles are above that. So they're like top 8 in the league, as you see DeJean get work done now too. They're still producing at such a high rate despite the slow starts. As you might expect during this 8-game win streak, they've been very strong on both sides of the football.
One good pick.
30 will come Philadelphia. You know the story about the Eagles at this point of the year. 2-2 start. People are calling for Nick Sirianni's job. They go to the bye week. The offensive line goes to Sirianni, says, hey, we need to do more play action and run the ball better. They did. They kept the ball out of harm's way, and their defense has suddenly stepped in a big way, getting takeaways, getting sacks, and it all adds up to the second longest win streak going behind Detroit in the NFL right now.
Well, that's right on brand for Philly and this vocal fan base. I think it's tough to please everybody here in Philly at times. And, you know, I think until the Eagles win 2 Super Bowls in one season, I don't know if everybody's going to be really happy. But this is one of my favorite places to play and really enjoyed that fan base when they're on your side. When they're not on your side, it's pretty rough.
Good run here by Barkley. You know, it's funny, Robert Hunt, who is an offensive lineman for Carolina, he actually commented on it because he was with the Dolphins last year. They played the Eagles, and he said, it's always interesting playing in Philadelphia because of the fan base. While I was playing for Miami, an Eagles fan tried to board our team bus after the game. They're just into it at all times. Here comes that Speedo who got on that bus. There's Barkley, big run, and
that's good run.
Place all time in Philadelphia Eagle history in rushing yards in a single season.
Well, just the inside draw right here for Saquon. He's going to step up to the quarterback and then make his cut. Reading that thing the entire time, eyes downfield, not even looking at the match point, and then once again, Devontae Smith back in the lineup, really being used as a blocker. That's not the biggest guy with the biggest frame. I mean, A.J. Brown can do stuff like that, but even Devontae Smith, you can tell these guys care about it and want to sprint these long runs.
Final play of the first quarter is a screen to the returning Devontae Smith back after missing 2 games with a hamstring injury. And a 3-0 lead for Carolina. Unfortunately, Jonathan Brooks being carted off the field in what was a first quarter of attrition. A 3-0 Panthers lead.
Back.
When he signed, he was studying the Philadelphia running back history. So he brushed up on Shady McCoy. He knew a lot about Wilbert Montgomery, who's been one of the great running backs in the history of the Eagles. He's passed him already for the second most yards in a single season in Eagles history.
Wow.
He is looking to churn out a day that will put him past
Sean
McCoy. 11 more yards for the potential MVP.
They love moving those athletic tackles, and even Mekhi Becton. What a reconciliation project that has been for Jeff Stoutland. And then they mix in the tempo as well.
Doing that here. Hurts onto Grant Calcaterra. Dallas Goedert is on the IR with a knee injury. So Calcaterra is your lead tight end. His first catch in about 5 weeks. We'll check that marker on the play.
Well, you're just going to get the slant and then the drag route right there. A.J. Brown slips a little bit, but this takes quite a while to throw this ball.
Downfield, 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
And this is what you run into with some of this RPO stuff.
Wow, that's penalty.
Downfield, they're taught to block downhill. Remember, it is a called run. It has the pass option, hence the RPO. But if you don't get that ball out immediately, you're constantly susceptible to illegal linemen downfield.
Nick Sirianni disagreed with the call. Sets them back to first down for 15. Take it to Barkley again. Hurts on the rollout. They go right back to Grant Calcaterra. So officially, his first catch in 5 weeks. Picks up 7. Goddard had the knee injury last week in Baltimore. He's their 3rd leading receiver. Could still come back for the end of the season. But Calcaterra is going to be your lead guy. CJ Uzama signed to the active roster. Same thing with EJ Jenkins, the first-year pro. So it's suddenly a very young tight end group for Philadelphia.
That's an SMU legend, right?
Yeah. Started in Oklahoma, and then it's an excellent player for SMU. Pressure coming for the Panthers, and it gets batted down at the line of scrimmage by Shy Tuttle. Big 99 right in there, 6'3", 300-pounder.
Well, he checked this route to corners essentially on the outside and underneath on the inside. You heard him say either double dag or double dog, but the ball just came out a little funny and then got tipped. I think he was trying to get to Calcaterra.
So they're leaning on Calcaterra a little bit here. No targets for A.J. Brown yet. One for Devontae Smith. Hurts. Floats it down the sideline, right on cue. Devontae Smith with a nice block from Calcaterra. And they'll mark him down inside the 10. It's first and goal for Philadelphia. 27-yard pickup for Smith.
Well, watch Devontae Smith out here running up the sideline and then coming back friendly, breaking off the route, working the ladder. Those are those tick marks. But watch how quickly they get to tempo, Adam.
Here's Barkley. Pounding ahead is close. And you see the topside official coming in saying he was down at the 1. It'll be second down and goal for the Eagles. You see Philadelphia trying to line right back up. That's the tempo that you were talking about.
They don't even give the defense a chance to get set. They're moving fast.
And Barkley, well, Hurts already has his arms up, but the Carolina front is able to pick up the stop. Josie Jewell came in to fill the gap, and it's third down and goal.
Well, this was a rare miss by this offensive line. Look, they got stoned in the backfield there. And Josie Jewell, give him credit for pushing that interior back. And this Philadelphia Eagles offensive line is known for reestablishing the line of scrimmage a couple yards down the field. Watch it again right here.
Brotherly shove, looking for Hurts, looking for the end zone. And as it has so many times...
Oh, wow, they got in.
The 1-yard touchdown run for Jalen Hurts to take the lead.
Well, this thing is nearly undefeated. See Calcaterra helping out Barkley. And watch the line of scrimmage just completely move to the left of the screen. And then Midnight Green taking over, owning that goal line.
Number 3 amongst quarterbacks all time in rushing touchdowns. And about 60% of Jalen Hurts' rushing touchdowns have been of the 1-yard variety. The brotherly shove continues to produce results. Jake Elliott is able to make it a 7-3 Eagles lead. So Barkley got stymied a couple of times. Hurts would not be denied. The push. Lead by 4.
What is that? The Eagles finally get to the end zone. It's about time.
Only Cam Newton and Josh Allen have more. And of those 54, 32 of them are 1-yarders. That's 59%. The brotherly shove still working. Devin Tompkins on the return. And he'll get to the NFL average right around the 30-yard line. We'll check with Christina Pig. A lot of injury issues for both sides in this game, KP.
Yeah, we just got an update on Jonathan Brooks. It's a knee, and he is doubtful to return. He was carted back to the locker room, but looked pretty devastated. Got a hug before heading back. So Chuba Hubbard, for the moment, remains their only available running back.
And you told us earlier Raheem Blackshear was dealing with a potential issue with the chest injury, so you didn't see him on the return game either. You saw a couple of different guys. Tompkins back there. David Moore is a potential returner, and it's going to be a lot of Chuba Hubbard from here on out, seemingly, for Carolina. See if Young can lead on this offensive line a little bit. Hubbard, a great run on first down.
That's an excellent run, especially with an extra hat. In the box there, They're bringing extra defenders. They know exactly what situation Carolina's in. We just mentioned all the backs that have gone down. The ball's going to go to Chuba Hubbard, number 30. So we got to get more Eagles hats to the football. Vic Fangio did that. This Carolina offense still piercing.
First down, right back to Hubbard.
And once again, just the tempo, understanding that they're going to have to run this ball downhill. You got an angry runner in Chuba Hubbard, the Canadian Express from Alberta, Canada. I mean, was so fun to watch at Oklahoma State, and now really making a career for himself and having a career year.
High-speed guy who's got some weight on him at 210 pounds. He's in there to block. He helps pick up the blitz on Cooper DeJean. Young on the rollout. It was incomplete. You saw Tristan McCollum racing over to the sideline to nearly pick it off. It would have been out of bounds, but second down.
Well, DeJean's going to come racing off the edge here, and Chuba's going to go the long way around and then realizing at the last second, he usually wants to go directly to that blitzer and cut it off before it gets near the quarterback. That time, he went with the fake and saved it at the last second. Almost an interception there by Tristan McCollum.
Drop one against Baltimore last week. His brother Zion, who plays for the Bucs, said, hey, that's what you get paid for. You got to grab it. Right back to Hubbard and Zach Bond. One of the top tacklers in the NFL meets him in the hole, and this is why Bond and Nakobe Dean have been so effective. Why the run defense for Philadelphia has been so effective. The front does so much work and forces your offensive line to engage for maybe a second longer than you want to, and those guys just fill the gaps.
That's exactly right. And Bond, Nakobe Dean, these guys, you know, they understand their positions. They have great football IQs, and they are slippery at the second level. So for the offense to go and engage and grab onto them is nearly impossible. They jump around blocks and fire to the football. They're fun to watch. A good pair of linebackers in this league.
Extra man is Bond on the pressure. Thielen gets loose. And a good move to get.
Oh wow, they got. Now Thielen got the first.
Down to the Philadelphia 44-yard line. Another grab for Thielen of 11 yards.
Well, here's a classic savvy vet going and taking the fight to Cooper DeJean first, getting physical with him, pushing him off, and then running away. DeJean, they're learning, you know, this nickel position in the NFL. You're going to have to play with against some savvy receivers. And for Thielen, I mean, that's an 11th year player. This guy's pretty special. You better take the fight to him and get physical.
There's Hubbard again. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Adam Thielen is a Minnesota native. We got a chance to chat with him yesterday, and he said the reason he played football was Chris Carter, Randy Moss. Randy, I know, is dealing with a little bit of a health scare this week. He says he's going to be okay. We're thinking about Randy and wishing you and your family the best, buddy. We really appreciate you and your fine work. And Adam Thielen does as well. Minnesota native who spent 9 years with the Vikings and got to play for the team he grew up idolizing. 2nd and 6. Fake the toss to Hubbard. Being chased by Felix Hunt, the rookie, and Bryce Young with an excellent scramble to pick up the first down. He picks up 7 to move the chains. Yeah, the rookie out of Houston Christian, Felix Hunt, their 3rd-round pick in pursuit.
Well, watch Tremble right here, barely get that block. And Bryce Young had to turn on the jets to get outside of it. But look, he wants to throw the ball. Steals a pump on the edge, exactly what your quarterbacks are taught to do, and he just looks so much more comfortable this year. When it's not there, he knows to take off and run or throw the ball away. But they got to get back to this run game, Adam.
Right on cue, it's Hubbard. Spins for an extra couple yards down on 29. It's a 4-yard gain.
That's exactly what you want. I mean, they're doing their best in the running back room. Obviously, they've been decimated, but don't forget with the offensive line as well. I mean, their center position, this is their 3rd starting center with Cade Mays. They're on the 9th play of this drive. It's not easy when you don't have guys in all the time playing together, you lose some of that continuity, and now you see them mixing up some of these personnel, trying to go jumbo tight end inside there.
So this is their 7th run on 9 plays on this drive. And it sets up a 3rd down and short. Hubbard this season, obviously having a career campaign. Career highs in starts, yards, touchdowns, all that good stuff. The most carries he's had this year was 28. That was in the overtime win in Munich against the New York Giants. Only twice he's had 20-plus carries. This might be one of those 20 carry, 30 touch type of days.
Well, he's already at 11 carries. You see Zavala coming back in, number 62, Chandler Zavala. And last time they lined him up right next to their best offensive lineman, Moten.
First charge timeout, Carolina.
I think they took that timeout because they were a little bit late on that substitution with the extra line.
Absolutely right. Well, that's tough to sub out of jumbo and then back into jumbo.
Yep. Jumbo game coming up on Friday. Big Ten action as Indiana and Nebraska will square off. Fox College hoops in primetime Friday night, 8 Eastern on Fox. Bryce Young was born 12 miles from where we're playing ball today. Lankenau Hospital in Philadelphia. Of course, raised in Los Angeles, goes to Alabama. Part of the reason he went to Alabama is because of the opposite quarterback on the sideline today, Jalen Hurts. He saw Hurts, his run at Alabama, the culture is what Bryce Young talked about. Those two, ironically enough, have never met. Jalen has met other members of Bryce's family through the Alabama connections, but until today, they actually had not had an opportunity to meet. Jalen and Bryce are both very much looking forward to that. 3rd and 2. Young floats it, looking for the first down. Beautiful throw to David Moore.
Wow.
Who's been great the last 2 games in the tight ones against KC and Tampa. He gets 20 yards there.
Well, look at this play fake by Bryce Young, getting back in the pocket, and then his eyes flipping around immediately to David Moore, 6th year in the league, and shows the block first from Slay, and then turns on the gas, and he just dropped that in the bucket. Beautifully thrown.
Eagles 1 blitz at a time. Seth Vaughn busts right through the line for a TFL. 2nd and goal.
Well, who else but Vaughn right here, just slipping through blocks. And right before Hunt could get to him, number 50, he shot the gap and immediately took down Chuba Hubbard. That's his 7th tackle today, 2nd for loss, tackle for loss.
Oh, he's down on his feet. Almost. Oh no. If the Panthers take back the lead, I already know how the Eagles fans going to feel.
He turned around like it was inside zone and stayed tight. He needs to go to that ball. He almost missed that handoff and adjusted last second. Usually that's dangerous. Here comes another run. Oh, Young fell to the deck, got it to Hubbard, who gets hit by Carter, and it's 4th and goal.
Well, the red zone issues for Carolina continue. Carter hits the deck. And it's going to be 4th and goal, and the offense is still out there.
Well, those are tight splits down here. You see Hunt, number 50, steps on Bryce Young's right foot. And you got to use a staggered stance down there and try and get away from the offensive line. They're in tight, and they don't have a chance with a lot of space to move down there. But on this 4th and goal, you can tell Carolina, nothing to lose, going for it. Some crossers and man-to-man potentially.
4th and goal. Wow, they got in.
It's a touchdown to Tommy Tremble. In the city where his father once had a short stint with the Philadelphia Eagles 29 years ago, Tommy Tremble finds the end zone.
Well, watch how they're going to get a little bit of a rub on the inside right here by Moore, 83, and that
the Eagles, the Panthers just score right back.
To run away and beat C.J. Gardner-Johnson back in the game after taking that hit earlier.
First touchdown of the year for Tommy Tremble and a key red zone score. Part of the reason the Carolina Panthers lost the last 2 games that they could have won against KC and Tampa Bay, 3 for 10 in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns. On 4th and goal, they go for it. They take nearly 8 minutes off the clock, and they regain the lead. It's 10-7. Tremble's dad ended up winning a Super Bowl with the Cowboys later that 1995 season.
Trolling the celebration.
We're back after the Panthers scored to respond to the lead. Come on, Eagles. Or you trick on the man down disrespectful fight zone.
Isaiah Rodgers has a kick return touchdown in his career with the Colts. He's going to get denied from reaching the 25 by Sam Franklin, the special teams one.
Well, look at C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's got to fight through this run here by Moore, and that makes him run over the top and take the long way to try and cover Tremble. And you see his coach, Vic Fangio, not happy about that. Family show, so I can put up the subtitles there, but you can tell he was frustrated. But that's exactly the way you got to do it against this Vic Fangio defense. They're tough, they're athletic, they're stout. They're going to force you on long drives like that. Remember, they converted 5 first downs on that drive.
Toss play for Barkley to open up this series from the 24. Picks up about 3 on the play, trying to get a little bit of traction now. Couple of punts and the nice drive on the last series, ending with the rush touchdown by Jalen Hurts.
This is an important drive for Philly to really set the tone and have the last word in this first half, if you will, Adam. They got to tie this thing up. They don't want to go in down at halftime. Remember, they're going to receive that second and half kickoff in the 3rd quarter. Don't let Carolina hang around.
Hurts looking for A.J. Brown, who does not have a target today, and Hurts alertly jumps up into the air to prevent taking the sack out of bounds and just throws it downfield. It'll be 3rd and 7.
I thought he was going to cut this ball loose. It's just a pair of under routes inside from his 2 best receivers. And you see, A.J. had Mike Jackson beat, and then Jalen Hurts decides to scramble. But that's what you want. That's an easy completion out on the edge. Get your drive going after getting stoned on the first play. Kellen Moore trying to dial up completions for the QB, and it's on the QB to take those completions.
On 3rd down. Nothing downfield. Sticky coverage across the board and an incomplete pass. Trying to find Johnny Wilson, and the Philadelphia crowd responds with some restlessness after that 3 and out.
Well, they had some routes up at the bottom of the screen. You see the quick stop, and then outside to Devontae Smith. Mike Jackson wisely pushes him out of bounds. You see that? And then that's a tough guy to overthrow. Johnny Wilson, 6'6".
Yep.
Plenty of time in the pocket. You don't see that much. Missed opportunities for Philly right there.
A second 3 and out now. Waved out by Tompkins. And it's going to roll all the way back near the 30-yard line on a 44-yard punt. Beautiful city of Philadelphia on what is a wonderfully nice day.
Yep, it's a beautiful day.
And Devontae Smith, their top 2 receivers, just 2 targets between the 2, both of them to Smith. Brown is shut out so far for the first 27 minutes. Jalen Hurts, just 4 of 9 passing in this first half. Now Carolina, with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to come, starts this drive at its own 29. With a Chuba Hubbard run. And he will get out of bounds. Clock will run down after the set. Carissa Thompson's got a game break. CT, hello.
Hello, Adam. So Vikings-Falcons tied at 7. Sam Darnold looking, finds Justin Jefferson in the end zone for a short score. That's Jefferson's first touchdown, you guys, since October. Hard to believe. Vikings in front by 7. Adam.
Wild to think. He had that lunge and grab against the Detroit Lions. and hasn't been able to get some traction since.
That's why.
Of course, Kirk Cousins makes his return to Minnesota today. He's already thrown an interception. Empty set for Young, 2nd and 7. Oh, pressure coming immediately on Young, who's able to climb away from it. And still on the move, and he's chased down by Jordan Davis. Milton Williams busted up that play, but Young does a nice job of reacting to turn it into a positive play.
We just split in between Gabe Mays and Damian Lewis right here. 64 and 68, respectively. Affected the quarterback, but once again, it's that vertical attack by Bryce. Instead of trying to exit the pocket on the edges, that's what you want to see.
The Panthers have it at the 2-minute warning. Still a couple of timeouts with which to work. They've got the lead late in the first half.
We're back. We're back.
For the Carolina Panthers, their first coach was Don Capers in '95. Vic Fangio was the defensive coordinator for the first 4 seasons of Carolina's existence. His defense of Philadelphia looking for a 3rd and 3 stop for Canales' offense. Here comes the extra body. Blitz gets picked up. Young floats it for Thielen. Off-target throw. It is picked up. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Medical tent in the first half. Comes back in the second quarter and gets the pick.
Wow, that's a good interception.
And Bryce Young throws his first interception in 127 passes.
Did they choreograph that? That's nice.
Very impressive.
Well, look at Bryce Young. He knows he's going to throw this corner out to the right. Who he doesn't count on is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he just puts too much air under this ball. Didn't look to safety and hold him in the middle of the field. There's the route to Thielen. Thielen does his job by beating Cooper DeJean. But Gardner-Johnson was there too fast over the top. Hit the miss by Bryce Young.
6 picks 2 years ago with Philadelphia. He gets his 3rd of the season here. Young hadn't thrown a pick in 4 games until now. This could be a huge twist at the end of this first half. Hurts dumps it off for Gainwell, and immediately the Carolina back end, J.C. Horn and Josie Jewell rush up to stop him at a 2-yard gain.
Crucial mistake right there. Really had a ton of momentum leading into halftime now. The Eagles get a chance to double up on points here if they can take advantage of this gift.
And all 3
there it goes.
Slam, first target, first catch, first down. A.J. Brown to the 33-yard line. The crowd responds to Brown's first appearance in the ball game.
There goes A.J. Brown getting his uniform dirty. And finally get the ball open underneath. J.C. Horn playing over the top, giving him space. You see it out on the edge here. Those two matching up quite a bit into the boundary.
Oh, hurts.
Get away from 2 Panthers and slide down inside the red zone. Tuttle and Wandum looked like they had Hurts ready to go down. Instead, he picks up 14.
Well, it's Tuttle and Wandum, and it's going to be what looks like a Hurts sandwich right here in the middle. Look at Big 99. Has him a free run, and then Wandum can't hold on. Credit Hurts. That strong lower body refusing to go down. And sometimes that's where he's at his best. When he gets a chance to run like that, use his legs, and hurt the defense, extending drives.
We saw Nick Sirianni sprinting down the sideline to get the timeout. First used by Philadelphia. So now they're in control. And you said it, this is an opportunity to take the lead and get the ball back to start the second half. That giveaway by Bryce Young, a rare one over the last month, could be a huge one.
Got to take advantage of it. And most importantly for Philly, you got to walk away with at least a tie game going into halftime. Got to get a field goal and secure that.
Hurts swings it out. Gainwell maneuvers. Clock will move as he hits the 11. And Sirianni right back out there to call the timeout. 41 seconds left. Let's check in with Kurt Menefee, see what's coming up.
Coming up on the Verizon halftime, we're diving into the playoff picture with the latest updates plus highlights from around the league, including an AFC East showdown between the Jets and the Dolphins. And we'll get you ready for America's Game of the Week between the Bills and Rams.
Whoa. Halftime? See ya? Yep, see ya. Half.
A huge one coming up today from Los Angeles, Buffalo, and LA. Buffalo's got the third longest win streak behind Detroit and Philadelphia working right now, 7th straight. And Adro Rivero's defense erased the Bryce Young mistake. First and 10 from the 12, still 42 seconds and a timeout for the Eagles. Or second and 5, bigger pardon.
Plenty of time, and Saquon's still alive in run and pass situation.
Both playbooks open for him. Hurts, Brown again. Now it's first and goal from the 5. They can be judicious with how they want to use the rest of this clock with that timeout in the back pocket. Barkley stopped. And the clock down to 18 seconds. And that last timeout is used here. Interesting. So stop the clock at 18. Now no timeouts left. You could probably still throw the end zone, because the hope is you either get the touchdown, or if it's an incompletion, no more time comes off the clock, you can run another play.
Yeah, no dancing in the backfield. If you're hurt, this ball's got to get out of your hands. It's got to be in the end zone or somewhere near the sideline where a receiver can cut it off and step out of bounds or score. That eliminates their ability to use the brotherly shove right now.
Yep.
But let's see if they get him on the move, maybe just to the sideline. And this is what they've done well, though, is finish these final drives of the second quarter and finish out the first half. You see all those points, those final drives, second most in the NFL.
17 points in the first quarter all year, and then they thrive in these late half situations. Second and goal. It's Hurts, it's a blitz, it gets picked up, it's a throw, it's a touchdown, it's Devontae Smith.
Oh wow, that's another
And
touchdown.
the Eagles jump back out in front.
That's a great way to respond.
They take advantage of the Young interception, and Smith has his first touchdown in more than a month.
Well, I think they thought the ball was going underneath to A.J. Brown, and then it ends up going to Smith. Well, there goes A.J. Brown wide open underneath, but he wanted to stay with Smith. See, watch, there's the one-step strike, and then here's the corner from the inside. Lucky they didn't get OPI on
Sure, the run there. Elliott makes it a 4-point lead. That's where Devontae Smith has been the most effective. Gardner Johnson's interception helped set up the touchdown. Smith has lined up in the slot almost more than twice. Almost twice the amount he did a year ago. 24% of the time last year he lined up in the slot. This year, 44% of the time in the slot, and his effectiveness in the slot has been excellent with that combination of him and Brown on the same side of the field.
Him and Brown, that's a nasty combination. You nailed it, Adam, and Kellen Moore loves using that. He's done it with Cooper before. He's done it with C.D. Lamb. I mean, he has experience moving these guys around and finding the right combination for this offense, and specifically the passing offense.
Well, of course, when we get to this time of the year, this is one of the most important things that the NFL does, and it's one of the most meaningful things to the players in this league. The Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, the most prestigious honor, not only exhibiting excellence on the field, but the passion to help people off the field and in their communities. Adam Thielen doing wonderful work, as is Brandon Graham, who's unfortunately dealing with the injury that has ended his season. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year announced at the NFL Honors on February the 6th. You'll see it on Fox. Line drive kick. Evan Tompkins, again, no Blackshear, as he was hurt earlier in the game. Ringo won't get credit for that special teams tackle, but he caused it, as the rest of his group, led by Horn Burks, finishes it. And 4 seconds left. Carolina likely will take a knee, and Philadelphia will have the ball to start the second half. That's a big swing like we talked about. The pick by Gardner Johnson, and Philadelphia cashes in, and they got a chance to double up on the other side of the break.
Philly had a slow start to this game, which has been their MO most of the season, but to really turn it around like that, get some timely completions from Hurts, get some of his scrambles, that really flipped the script. They're going to get it right after half.
Oh, a little spice.
Okay, chill. Stop pushing and shoving. Of course, they always have fights like this.
There you go. The Bulldogs. The red and black.
That's right. Oh, things get a little spicy. First half stats brought to you by Royal Caribbean. Eagles got a rush touchdown and a pass touchdown from Jalen Hurts. Carolina had the possession battle, but the Eagles get the takeaway and the late score. Kurt Menefee and company, they've got your Verizon halftime coming up right now.
Yep.
Break it down like this.